Update. Holy crap. Thank you for the outpour of support, everyone. I never thought posting this would reach the right eyes so quickly. I had written this on my lunch break and was completely blown away when I checked back after work. Several people reached out with helpful resources, including a litigator who put me in contact with a colleague in my state. Apparently, there is precedent and people have won against the state, although it took several years. I was going to answer more questions and post the website link since that's been requested. However, I've been told not to continue discussions if I wish to pursue a civil suit. My son is now back with me. There was a lot of paperwork and even a court hearing, but we're together now, and that's what counts. Back in November 2018, I was arrested at work in front of my boss and coworkers. It was the most humiliating thing I've ever experienced. At the police station, I learned I was being charged with multiple felonies, which came as a huge surprise. Luckily, I kept my wits and lawyered up instead of speaking with the detective. For $13,000, which completely wiped my savings, I retained a criminal defense attorney. However, I couldn't pay my bond, so I stayed in jail for 54 days. At a status hearing, my attorney presented video evidence of me gassing up my car 3 hours away from where the crimes took place. All charges were dismissed. When I got out, I learned I had lost my job, was being evicted, and my son was in the state's care. His mother is a heroin addict, and I haven't spoken to my parents in nearly 15 years. They wouldn't let my son go to my girlfriend because they didn't consider her family. Since my release, I've learned I can't sue the police, and no one cares that I was locked up for 54 days because the detective did poor investigation work. I went to the local press and was told this happens quite a bit. They took my info but never followed up. So I created a website sharing my story. I uploaded the police report and other documents from discovery. The only reason I was arrested was because an eyewitness said they saw me. If the detective had done his job, he could have verified I wasn't even in town that day. My life was ruined because of a lazy employee. My website is now ranked number 2 on the first page when you search my town's name. I live in a touristy town that attracts lots of summer visitors. My web traffic has quadrupled, and apparently it's gotten someone's attention. I received a cease and desist letter, which I showed to my attorney. He said sharing my experience online isn't illegal, and everything I stated was fact or opinion, protecting me from defamation lawsuits. Yesterday, I received a visit from 2 officers and the detective who arrested me. He apologized, saying mistakes can happen. They asked if I could remove my website. I said I would delete it on the condition that the detective leave his job and never do police work again. Suffice to say, that isn't happening. After their visit, I'm more pissed that the detective only apologized to get me to take down my website. I don't plan to remove it. My girlfriend supports this decision, but my friends think I'm being spiteful and suggest I just delete it. Am I the asshole for keeping my website up?